Alrighty, welcome to the first video of the new adventures of Jasper Dark in Anno 1800. Now, this is a building game, empire building game, sort of. And I'm gonna do this in, I think, increments where I will explain about the different tires and so on. I might do 2 tires in a video because the first tires are really fast. So let's throw ourselves into the game here. Whoops. How's the DLC button? First of all, when you start an Anno 1800 game, it's always nice to just get a little look-see at what the island actually offers of opportunities. And this one is actually quite good. In regards to, like, just the layout. It's got a lot of free space. We also need to look down here in the left corner to see what kind of stuff we have going on in regards to fertility. So we have potato, we have grain, we have nitro, and we have grape. This is okay, but it is not awesome for a beginner. In the beginning, it is really nice to also have hops besides the grain, because that will make your beer production only have one island to have the beer production. We also need to check one other thing, and that is where the oil deposit is. It's right here, and there's a beach conveniently right next to it, so that is gonna be awesome, because what happens when we build an oil refinery, or, you know, an oil, whatever it's called, the tower that brings up the oil, it'll go into a train, and the train will then leave and go for the oil harbor. And from there, it will then go onwards to electricity plants. So the thing is, if you have oil and you have to drive a really long way to get to the oil harbor, it'll take forever to build up a little bit of a storage.
Flagship at your service.
So, let's get this in here and just do a little check-see. I see something there.
On our way.
I always like to just look at the fog. Okay, we definitely have something there. I think this is... What is this? Yep.
Rudder.
It is, what's his name? The Stiff Rudder Man. Alright, so we don't really need to worry too much about where we put down our roots in regards to residential versus industrial, because the pollution doesn't really work that way in this game. In a game like SimCity, it's really important that you don't put industrial down next to the residential, because then everybody will be complaining about it. But not so in this game. So I just need to think about this for a second. I think we'll build this in increments of 4, I think. Don't worry, the roads will come in.
Her Majesty leans on me to detain any who defile her sovereign laws, including you.
Okay, so I guess it was nightfall. I just thought it was. But that's not too bad. One of the really good... Oops. Alright, so now we have like a preset here, and we can use a preset to copy. So what we do is we copy this, and right here, I don't want to build it straight up, because I think maybe it would be a good idea to leave a little bit of room for... Let's make it 3 rows, like this. because then we can have something nice in the middle and two tracks, two tracks of train running oil. Now, I don't really need to do the same here. Neither here. Now I'm only blueprinting this right now. And the reason for that is we don't need to. I think we should do the same here. I can always like remove it if it's too much. So the next thing I want to work on, because we haven't actually started this like completely yet. Just want to send
New
him
orders?
onwards. Go into the corner. So the next thing to think about is, once we upgrade the buildings themselves from to farmers, we need to start doing that the place where we actually want to upgrade further to workers, so we can upgrade those. And that shouldn't really be a big problem. Alright, so we got that one up and running, and let's see here, what do we have? 65.
You reached a new
17.
milestone.
Then we're gonna be building some of these here. So we need some woodsy stuff. So 4 to 4, because
Nice
these
day
guys
for it.
will take 23 seconds to make the wood, and these guys will take 18 seconds to make it. So they'll actually... Why do they take longer? 18? 18. Okay, fine. I don't know why it's 23. They probably hadn't planted all the trees yet. So far, so good. We don't... actually, -5, that's fine. It's so close to the harbor, which also works as a small warehouse. So we don't need a warehouse down here. Gonna need them up here to the next buildings we're gonna make. These are fairly close together, so that's nice. And fish just unlocked, so let's build a fishery. And for reference, a fishery will support 800 people. So up here we have 87. So that's like plenty of fish to go around.
Flagship at your service.
Alright, I just want to check one thing, because I'd like to know where the pirates are hiding. Right here. You can always see the pirates before just peeking through the clouds. I'm just gonna do a little bit of scouting here. This could very well be... No, it's not. We need to find Archibald Lake. Because once we hit the second tire... Ah, well, we'll just let him... We'll just let the ship sort that out.
Sails!
You reached a
We know the
new milestone.
pirates are up here, so... Shouldn't really be a big issue. So we just unlocked the not only schnapps, but also work clothes. Now schnapps is not an essential thing. It's good for happiness and for a little bit of money. Let's see here, where do we want to build this? this side. This, in regards to wool, it's kind of a like it's pretty easy. You don't really need anything big. So that was minus 50 to the workforce because it takes 50 people to work in that clothing shop. So we're gonna need a little bit more housing before we start working further on that part. So right now I'm just waiting for the wood to actually become available.
Attention for the Admiral.
But we do have this little boat here, and he's out scouting, so we might as well just help him a little. Take him inwards a little.
On our way.
I don't think anything is there. Right. But like I said, it's good we already found the prison and it's fairly close. So that's gonna make it really easy once we get soap up and running. Yes, sir. Plus 17. We have 8 new. That's 4 houses. So once we get these houses filled up with work clothes, they have the market. Oh, actually, we need one of these. That's very important. I completely forgot about that, and also this one, which is possibly even more important. So yeah, we need the pub in order to make them happy. They're kind of unhappy right now. That's not kind of unhappy, that's very unhappy. So as soon as we hit the 10, I mean, what's this looking like? So we should probably build a bit more. Of these. I think we can actually make one more of these then. It doesn't really matter that it looks a little weird here, because we can always change it up. Especially when we hit tier 3 and get access to... There we go. So we just put the pub in, and now they went from minus 10 to plus 14. So now they are content. Let's take a look at what snaps actually means. So snaps would mean that the happiness is plus 8, and I would get plus 3 coins per building. So it's actually not a small amount, so what's the cost of it? So the running of one potato farm is 20, and 40 for this one, so that's 60. I will get plus 3. So if we have 20 buildings, it's offset. If we make enough...
Metal plows change things, I'll grant ye. But for better or
So-
for worse.
Let's give it a try and see what happens. We'll start by building one of each. And that of course also leads us to... Come on. There we go. We definitely need a fire department close to the Snipes distillery because it goes up in flames like in no time. So that was 60. We're just gonna wait and see to get it up. But I'm building in 8s here. So that's 8, 16, and 32. So 32 times 3. If the snaps is enough to fulfill the need for all of these houses, then I will be making 90, 32 times 3, 96 minus the 60, so I will make 32 out of a budget of minus 276. But when I start getting way more buildings in, then we start talking about money. And beer is even better. Because if I remember correctly, I think beer is something like 12 gold per house. But in order to make that work,
Flagship at your service.
we are gonna need some hops. And they're right here. And luckily we also have red pepper here. So we will hightail it back to the port. What's up here? Actually, that's also good. Not the best island. But there's hops and there's red. What else do we have compared to this one? Eh.
What you've cultivated?
Rudder!
I actually think the one up in the corner is better. Not for building, because it's kind of restrictive in the layout. But it does have 3 clay deposits that I could move over, and it's also got crepe. Ah, I also have that. This one though have skins, and we're gonna need those for tier 3. Yeah, let's grab this
I am
island.
Heshua Princess Ching. My father and mother send me as an ambassador.
Hello there, my beautiful little geisha. Or something. Alright, so let's see here. It's slowly filling up, so we're like currently +1 to coins. But we went from 276 down to 140. So it's definitely moving the right direction. +2 now.
Cream of the crop.
Down to -60. We're gonna have money soon. Oh, now we went up to -96. And I'm guessing 346. We shouldn't be having problems with the fish. But we might run into some problems with that one. The clothing, the work clothes. Here. We should probably make one more potato farm. And the reason for that is it takes 30 seconds to make it, and it takes 30% to make it. There we go. So we're up to a deficit of 186. It's pretty...
Aye, aye.
I'm gonna send him out running again because I don't really need the second island just yet. Let's grab this
You
quest.
can make better what's already gold. I need help with me lowly troubles.
Ugh, wild animals.
That blooming turnip was the size of her head.
There we go.
Keen as a 3-legged goat.
And we got a mate for the ship, so
Flagship awaiting
Also-
instructions.
take it back. Perhaps even take a quest from her.
Perhaps you are a dragon among
Yeah,
mortals.
photograph
There is
quest, we
nothing
can do
like
that.
trying.
Now, the good thing about that was I got lucky there. It actually told me exactly where Archibald Blake was. And it's right next to the prison. This is a
Ordnance
dream come
plotted.
true when it comes to maps. It just doesn't get better. having two of the most important traders right next to each other. That is just freaking brilliant. We're now running a plus. We have profits showing. And lifestyle needs is one of the new things in the game. The first one we're gonna unlock will probably be flour and then soup. Sugar, we need to go to the new world first. Or trade it from +3, +3, +7 to happiness. We should be really happy up here. Yeah, +29. That's really,
I am
really
a
good.
humble servant of Her Majesty, called upon for delicate occasions
Archipelago
such as these.
chap
Ship at your service.
with the most dirty mind at all. I kid you not, the company that made this game made this guy. Oh my god. He is... Me Too campaign would have a field day with this guy.
Sweet rain, after the long drought.
Thank you so much for the 2,000 gold.
Aye, aye.
I'm gonna be spending that on exactly... That's actually tempting. Yeah, +5. And movement speed, 18,000. Let's do it.
You're flourishing.
Indeed I am.
Steersman.
Alright, so what we need to do now is to just think for 1 second. Because we're gonna need space for not only a school and a church when we start upgrading for worker tire. And that means that we don't really have the room right here. We could... Yeah, actually I think we do. Let's try it out. We can always move some buildings. So what I'm gonna do now is... I'm gonna make these in here. And then we're gonna start building up here. Because these we're gonna convert into worker buildings. But when we do that, we're gonna remove the farmer buildings. So we need to be careful. Because we don't need to... We don't want to get into a situation where we're too quickly building up workers and thus taking away from the labor pool of the farmer workforce. That would be bad. Also, I need to be careful about this up here. The global population, 681. Like I said, fish will be supported up to 800. And there's a way that you can see how this works. So let's take these for instance. If we look at the statistics
Show
here,
me how you conduct your business.
we can see that right now the demand is 3 and I'm producing 4. So I have a...
You
No
would
way.
exploit?
I'm not gonna pay you. You can pay me later. So right now we have a profit here. If we go down and look at the fishery, it's actually even Steven, but again, it has more to do with we're closing in on the 800, 763. So we might as well build the new one now. Because that way, as you will see here, supply is now 4 to the demand of 2. So that is very important to keep a look-see out for that. I am personally especially bad at it with the work close. It always overtakes me. I actually think we need to make one more. Because we're gonna need this like a lot when we... Yeah, we can move those. We're gonna need like a lot of these when we hit the worker force, because they also need work clothes. And the thing is, workers, right now we have room for yeah, what do we have? 10 out of 25. Oh, that's the new thing with the lifestyle. Okay, so workforce per house. There's actually room for 25, but that requires that the lifestyle is filled up. And I'm not really using that right now. So 10 is the top we can have in it, as long as lifestyle needs are not met. It'll come later in the game. But if we upgrade one pack here,
You reached a new milestone.
it says 45. I'm pretty sure that we need to take away 25 for the lifestyle. So I think,
Honest
if I
work,
remember
that's all
correctly,
we
it's
ask.
20. So one pack actually puts in more people here. That's really annoying that they put in like that the lifestyle needs are there. Oh well. And already with 2 clay mines, it was basically
New
enough
orders?
for let's put in a shrine here. Self repair plus 100, and we have movement speed plus 7. That's fine. And then we should probably just do one other thing. So we can send him up here and then buy the wood. The wooden planks.
Sails!
Then we can build more. Build more. More.
You reached a new milestone.
And we just unlocked a load of things here. So we have a plus of 60. And I'm gonna be using 25. So that was 50, so plus 10. Now this warehouse is gonna be pretty over encumbered if I don't make a new one. So we're gonna do that down here. And he is gonna be taking care of all these. So we will be moving these over here. Let me just see. Should probably do it like that. And then move this up here. Yeah, let's move the fire department down there because it should cover this area. No problem. So let's see here. Are we still making schnapps enough? We are. How about these
Day
guys?
full of day of dreary trudge.
Schnapps and the pub. The beer is not unlocked yet, but it will come. So we need to look into some sausages and some bread. That means pig farms. Now where to place those, because we're gonna need a few. I mean, if we put wheat here, yeah, I think this will be okay. And then I just need to remember how it is I usually do this. So there's space there, there's space there, there's space there. And that is to make sure that there's enough space for my grain silos. I think we'll make room for a little road through there. And let's see here. Alright, so pretty much up and running on the pig farms. Now it's time for the slaughterhouse, but we can't really put them in because we don't have the mats for it. We need bricks for it. We are producing them, but it is very slow going. And the reason for that has to do with us only having 2 brick factories at the moment. So we need more. But that's gonna make a deficit in the workforce. So we need to upgrade more here. And when we do that, remember, we're taking away from the farmer workforce, so we also need to upgrade new houses to farmers. Meanwhile, we should go up here.
Flagship
and we
ready for
should just
orders.
grab some of this. Don't actually need those yet. And send him over to this island.
Rudder!
Because then we can start building the next island and get the hubs. Because we're gonna need that. We're gonna make a ton of money making beer. It is one of the most important things to build in the game, especially early on, to make money. That is beer, beer, beer. Later on, you can even, if you get like trade set up with Harlow, the pirate queen, then she will buy it at like exorbitant amounts of money. I'm not completely sure that we have enough room for the corn here, so I am... Oops. Actually, I might do that. Let's see here. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Get rid of that. And move it. Because I think there's enough room here. But let's check it out. So how should we build this? I'm gonna do one thing that I normally don't do. And that is, I'm gonna make room for the tractors right away. And that just reminds me that I need to think of one thing, and that is we need room along this place to get electrical over here, and I also just spotted that there is enough room here. Of course, the tractors will change that a little, but it's okay. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna build a little extra road here. We will start it here. Beep, all the way down here. The only thing this road is doing is it's blocking off this area for train track. I don't need double tracks. I think actually, yeah, I probably should make double tracks. I don't need something in the middle here, like we have here, where it's treble. It's just so I can put a nice row of trees in the middle. Alright, so the first corn is kind of ready. But we do need a few things here, and among them, one of these. And then we'll just copy and copy paste. Alright, so we're set on the green now, and got an iron deposit there that we are also gonna be needing. And considering how slow this is, we should probably build one more of these because we now have the workforce for it. We still need sausages, but that's because we haven't built any slaughterhouses yet, and we still need these. We can just block that one for now. We are gonna need
I
slaughterhouses.
could simply go to press. Really, entirely marvelous to meet you. And that we may show changes? Really?
I don't have the big bonuses ready yet anyways, so
I too hope to spread good
no
and
need
truthful
to,
news.
change anything big there.
Diggs is...
Alright, so slaughterhouses, where should we place them? If we are trying to keep the vegetable farms, guess we could call it down here, in this area. And the pig farms and stuff up here. Doesn't really matter as long as it's close to a warehouse. It really doesn't matter. But if we assume that we're gonna make an electricity plant, it's not gonna be over here, it's gonna be down here somewhere. Alright, we'll place it right in the middle and just have a warehouse. I think that should be enough, and we could also place one of these and then pop two of these, I guess. Ran out of bricks, but that's fine. Alright, so we're now pretty much on the road for tier 3. Yes. That's the lifestyle
Life
needs.
as good as this?
And
Pigs might fly!
we could open up for this. It's +1 to farmers, and it's +1 to coins. I don't want to do it right now, because even though the bonus money would be good, I need it for the bread, for God's sake. So, there's also the thing here. We need to build
Your
something
city
right
has
here.
grown more beautiful.
Flagship awaiting instructions.
And the reason that we need to build here has to do with the hubs. And also these up here, mines. So this is gonna be a bit more of just slapping down a little bit of buildings down here. I think maybe if we do it like that, yes. Now, we don't need too many here. We just need enough to support the hops fields.
Flagship ready for orders.
But I'm gonna do one thing right away, and that is we're gonna grab some stuff from here. And I can see that the snaps is getting low, So let's just check this. We need more potato farms and we need more snaps buildings. So I'm gonna build 2 potato farms and 1 snaps. Because then we have a little bit of wiggle way with
Attention
the
for the
potatoes.
Admiral.
We're gonna sail over here. How much wood do we have on stock? Plenty. So we're gonna grab that and
On
sail
our
over
way.
here. So we're gonna make a little village here, so to speak. And then we're gonna start making hubs as soon as I unlock the beer. Because it's only a farm, so I don't need a workforce other than farmers. As you can see here,
You can
we're
boss me
just running
around
into
all
a
you like.
pretty big deficit here, and that has to do with
There ain't enough of us.
these running out of workers. So we're
Hide
gonna
the
have to
bottle,
just
it's
shut
the
off a few
boss.
things to get down to a more manageable level. And that is there. And then start upgrading to again.
Halt the conveyor! Some scab broke closure, did they?
And we have another quest here.
Will you work your magic for us? What we do? I'm happy as a sandboy. Will you build us another castle?
A photographic quest I can probably just do.
A little love is all we ever wanted.
What? That is
I
definitely
know
not
you're
bad.
busy, but I've a favour to ask.
So they're right here. That's the silo thingy. But we will start by doing one thing, and that is build this. We now unlock soap, and that's gonna really make us, I wouldn't say super rich, but it's gonna help. But we are gonna need some filler stuff for it. And we need Archibald Blake to help us out there. So once my ship is back, I'm gonna send it. Wait a minute, is this right? Why am I building pig farms? I needed to build rendering works, and I know I can build them. Because we need to do it like that. Only thing I need to be a little careful of here is this one. Yeah, it's just to mark out that I need to keep this free. Alright, so we're running a profit, and let's see here.
New orders?
Let's unload some of this stuff.
Flagship ready for orders.
Let's send him over here. We should probably on this island make them self self-contained. That took a lot more workforce than I thought it would. Right, let's just see what we're dealing with here. We're making 5 and the demand is... Sorry, we're making 6 and the demand is 5, so that's fine. In regards to snaps, we are making 6 and demand is 6. But we need more people. That means we need more wood, so they just need to work their butts off.
Filial duties weigh heavy. Can you share my fly upon a cloud?
Well, that should be okay. We just need to pick up the stuff over here. Yeah, 5,500. That's worth it. And she's gonna give me a lot of money for that quest. Probably not 5,500, but enough to make it worthwhile. So
Means a lot
the
to
whole
learn.
game is like a balance of trying to keep your demands needed, and I think we can open that one too. As you can see, we now have a surplus of 260 workers, but we have a deficit on the farmer side, so I was a little bit too greedy on my upgrading. And that's okay. We just need to build some more farmer houses. Luckily, they are fairly easy and fairly cheap to build up. So, it's not going to be a problem. So once my ship comes in here, I am gonna finish this video. I'm gonna continue making the next video, but like I said when I started the video, I'm gonna go through the first 2 tires, and we're fairly close here. What we need is a school, and we need some soap, and I can just take care of those in the next video. Happiness is fairly good. Wait a minute. Did we open a beer? We did. So that means hop
You reached a new milestone.
So let us just start looking into that. So hop farms are important for the beer. And it's gonna fit perfectly. Guess we'll make 2 of those.
You have done more by saying less.
Maybe we should
Flagship
just,
awaiting
put these in.
instructions.
Typical. I'm running out of space all the time.
New orders?
Only practice can make art.
Flagship
You are
awaiting
careful.
instructions.
Luckily, I know exactly where it's going, so... And that is one of the reasons why it's so good to have these 2 so close. I wouldn't be surprised if Madame, whatever her name is way off, but that's fine. When we get to the point where we need to trade with her, we will be so far in the game that it's gonna be a lot more about fur coats and stuff like that. So we'll have access to the clipper too. I just need to be careful of one thing. I have 1900 now, and I only have 2 fisheries. So that means that my demand should be greater. It is 5, and I am making 4. So we just need to be careful about stuff like that. I think I'll actually build one more, so we can build up a little. 8 to fish. The demand should be met by now. Yeah. So the demand is 5, and now I'm making 8. We should just check up here too, because I'm a little worried about these. 6 and 6. That should
Brought
change now.
some joy.
A mind as fine as jade.
Yeah, 4,500. It's fine. So that's plus 35% to all cloth. So if we check it now, it should be... Yeah, it just changed. So we're now producing 8, and demand is still 6. That was awesome getting that loan. It'll help so much on my workforce, because these things actually require 50 farmers. Let's check the demand here. It's, yeah, the demand is 7, and we're only producing 6. So not that I'm super worried about it. Let's make 3. And we went under, but it's fine. We have Alright, so everything is working as it should. And we could actually also, before I stop this video, just get these up and running. Just the 3, so we have... I always do the thing that I... since it takes 1 minute to do the rendering, and it takes 30 seconds, that means that you need 2 rendering works per sub-factory. What else do we need here? I think everything is good. So, let me finish out this video.
Perhaps this island is as yet unclaimed.
Denied.
Heart that is rotten, breath that smells.
Like I said, I'm gonna stop this video here. I'm gonna start it up right away. We can actually just do this. So the game is paused. And then we can keep it up with the next video. Just so I don't block out my hard drive completely. And it fits pretty well. 55 minutes is the video. So it kind of fits within the hour.